like a fountain. 1 bill, 2 bills, 3 bills, 4. How will I pay them? Do I pray to the Lord? Do I go out the door? Work these streets, man, I must be hungry. I need something to eat. My appetite wants a tight beat, so I type me a letter to RC that has. And we all got cats to feed, but I give my last dime to the industry. I'm just an independent man with a pen in my hand, trying to break out the pen of the evil man. If you fence me in, well, I jump. No, I retreat underground. So when I rise up to the surface, I ran havoc like a circus. I had to go within to find my purpose. I was searching for too long. Everything right is now wrong. I'm about to put my money where my mouth is. Jesus told me that I can move a mountain. So now I'm sitting here with bills, counting. Profit on the mic, rising up like a fountain. I'm about to put my money where my mouth is. Jesus told me that I can move a mountain. So now I'm sitting here with bills, counting. Money on my mind, I can't afford an accountant. What should I do? Where do I go? Do I give up now? Or continue to flow? Continue to grow and build my team. Even when I'm alone, I'm not lonely. I got voices in my head, they be talking to me. I speak for the dead, that's literally the truth. This beautiful pain took a toll on my soul. I will never be the same. I'm about to put my money where my mouth is. Jesus told me that I can move a mountain. So now I'm sitting here with bills, counting. Profit on the mic, rising up like a fountain. I'm about to put my money where my mouth is. Jesus told me that I can move a mountain. So now I'm sitting here with bills, counting. Money on my mind, I can't afford an accountant. Am I a madman or a man of God? I got voices in my head that I wanna stop. A little silence would be nice, but it seems like violence is how we right our wrongs. As humankind, it's an eye for an eye, so everybody must die. Or maybe it wasn't a lie. He said to your cheek, who's the power inside to turn the tides. Take strides forward before we start to slide down into darkness, lost forever. The hate inside will become the river that we drown in, with no escape where nothing is heard. You can't even pray. The fire that burns will eventually fade, but you will be stuck with the choices you made. I'm about to put my money where my mouth is. Jesus told me that I can move a mountain. So now I'm sitting here with bills, counting. Money on my mind, I can't afford an accountant.
You know, lately I've been having this vision that everybody with all their beautiful ideas, we can mend this world, and these ideas could live on forever for future generations.
That's a timeless, what a concept. What I'm thinking about, most won't accept. But I don't doubt what I gotta say. I expect a lot of hate and resistance. They reject any change and label us defected. Even though we're pursuing perfection, doing the underground, avoiding detection. Cause our sound is deadly like a weapon. I'm friendly, but leave them second guessing. Their assumptions are that interesting. I bear it all, now you shouldn't be wrestling with a giant like me. Cause I see you forgot your rockets.
That's the timeless, I stretch and follow means to divine. Only build a division too much for the freedoms of the people building. No limit to light, defying time, forever young. Nothing to stop you, why anyone would love to let me see you shining brighter than the sun and live it up. If it could, let this lift you up, keep your head up and say no more pain. Together we hold each other down so we ain't blowing away. Living as if this life is timeless, forever I'm young. Made it out of the trenches, came a long way from the bottom, was strung out. Left for dead, the past in the past, and know the shit I done conflict in my head. I know not to go back, but for the serve, got my meds, pick up a pen, lost in the conjure haze, writing letters to the world, and gotta think of what to say. It lays itself onto the paper, as if my creator got his hand on my brain. The fans slain, I'm in it, always winning, grinning and twisting. The knot in my gut, time to waste it. What would I waste it for? Got too much to live for. Made his faceless, I embrace his, let my ideas develop and grow. Stop death in its tracks. mask. Get my message across the parallel dimensions. Nothing can end me. Immortal, defying time itself, encrypted within this music that I love. Got you and I like a blue lotus. Timeless, I stretch and funnel means to divine. Only build it a vision too much for the freedoms of the people building. No limit to light, defying time, forever young. Nothing to stop you. Why anyone one love? Now let me see you shining brighter than the sun and live it up. If it could, let this lift you up. Keep your head up and say no more pain. Together we hold each other down so we ain't blowing away. To rock, being someone you're not, someone who doesn't care which is your fall of thoughts. Need to keep growing. We're separated, divided, thinking we're alone, but we aren't. Need to break out of our comfort zone. Then we can grow, doing the best I can to unite. We're critical thinkers, saying ambitious rhymes on my science to inspire life. Unlimited potential driven, as if I'm angels making connections, chain link on this journey with this real, with ideas you can't kill.
I can show up in a suit and tie, and I'm like, so what about the image? I make fresh cuts. My business is getting on the mic and busting. I've had a hard time trusting those around me, but that is truly something I've been working on. Now I'm bumping these beats with young cappers be hunting. All loot and pursuit the dreams and goals. Seeing what you visualize is worth more than gold. I hold silver, I take the bronze snake and break it into pieces. How I test my faith is like a madman trying to break up the place. Straight jacket on, so I'm going in face first, never second in the race. So if you think I'm behind, you're the one who's late.
That's a timeless, I stretch and funnel means to divine. Only build a vision too much for the freedoms of the people building. No limit to light, defying time, forever young. Nothing to stop you. Why anyone one love? Now let me see you shining brighter than the sun and live it up. If it could, let this lift you up. Keep your head up and say no more pain. Together we hold each other down so we ain't blowing away.
I'm here, you guys are here. I'm here on ProfitTheVision.com. Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Thanks for being here on our morning ritual where we hang out, listen to hip hop, talk a lot of wrestling too. It's a special edition of the Azzy Show. It's actually all about Azzy today. For the most part, we might get into some other music later on. Tomorrow is the official worldwide release of my album, Torn Apart, so I've been promoting it for a little while here. That today we're doing a full album breakdown. I'm gonna play the album front to back, but also be chopping up in between with my thoughts. I'm gonna go over lyrics, even probably go over some things a cappella. I appreciate all the extra faces here this morning. Wow, I know I did a little extra work trying to like push out to social media to welcome people into our Twitch family here, because I've been doing this for thank you 365, man, because I know you're part of that, huge part of that promotion. But man, we started the stream and he resubbed for 10 months, and that just made me feel old. I'm like, we're almost getting out a year of doing this. I try to do it every single weekday to keep myself busy, and man, I really appreciate, again, all the extra, the regulars and all the extra people popping in today, since I'm trying to have a little bit of a special celebration release party. Baked Escape, my homie, dude, I have a t-shirt for you, but if you're, we'll talk about it, because I was going to try to mail it out to you, but if you're coming to the show, I'll just give it to you then, man. Hold up. This might even be yours. No, it's not. Yours has your name on it, but bro, I got you one of these, man. We've had as I was just talking about, man, I'm feeling like I'm in such a good mood. I was feeling a little weird about this because I was promoting it. Hey, Dylan, thank you so much for the follow, my dude, and thanks for the shares on social media and everything. I'm glad you could actually like pop in today. I know morning time is a strange time to watch live shows, but I should get right into music. I love talking. I love listening to myself talk, but this is also a music show. But I have so many things on my mind. I felt like weird because all of a sudden I'm so excited to share this and really break down this album with you guys. But the other thing is, I know all artists say this. They're like, this is my most personal album yet. This actually is. Like, I know people say that on every album, but this really is. I hope to never do a album this personal again. I'm more like to talk about, like, I don't know, very vague subjects in like a really, I don't know, top-down view. I like to talk about political things, religious things, just what makes humans tick. But this one's literally about my life in the last year. It's a really personal story. There is some, vagueness to it, but a lot of it is like, it's just me taking my life as in if it was a journal and then putting it into hip-hop. So it's not something I normally do. I really like dark, dramatic theater kind of imagery, but this is personal. So I've said it before. This is almost just a bit more Corey than as real. But I'm excited that you guys are all here. Oh, the other thing I'm so thankful for is when I hopped onto the website today, I haven't actually not looked at the stats since I released it. The views on this album were down, and I was shocked. It's got this grid thing compared to like other albums, and it was not trending as well as the other ones on our site. But then I saw the downloads. Man, there was more people downloaded this album than of like downloaded albums this last week than I've downloaded albums off our website like all year. So man, that made me feel like crazy good, because I'm like, oh shit, this got in a lot of people's ear. So I was gonna start the stream off originally just with a full playthrough so you guys could hear it. But I know a lot of people have, and if you haven't, yay, you're going to hear bits and pieces. But I'm going to be interrupting and talking through it. Anything comes to my mind, you know me. I already talk over everybody else's music, so I'm going to be talking a lot over my music. And then after it's over, we'll see what time we get to. I might do a full playthrough and just let it go, but might get into other people's. Hey, Queen of Horror, thanks for jumping into the stream today. Let's get into the first song off this EP, and then I'll break it. I'll talk about this song after we listen to it.
Mystery, when all it brings me is misery. I'm the one who I chose to be. I lie myself with my destiny. I lied to myself about my feelings for too many years that I'm now dealing with the repercussions. If you can hear me, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you to be near me. Clearly I was living, it was you that I was missing. I know we got no children, but a family we were building. It's killing me to speak in tongues. I've loved you since we were young. I wanna tell you you're the one, but what if she runs? I'm broken, I can't chase you this time. I will wait. If it really is fate, then why am I afraid to say the things that are written on my heart? They bring me peace, but she's still tearing me apart. I'm done with the mystery, and all it brings me is misery. I'm the one who I chose to be.
Alright, first song on this, I should probably just turn it down, but I just gotta say, I had to throw in a Haviko reference in there, so if you guys have not picked it up yet, it's coming at the start of the first verse.
I lie myself with my destiny. Well, I spent too long trying to put it in the song. I could be right or I could be wrong, but it don't matter if you're gone. I've got you back in my life, so I don't wanna scare you away tonight. If I play this truth or dare game with myself, cause I ain't playing when I say I love you, that's the realest shit I'm saying. You hold me above the lies of my past. Everything is right.
EPW 2021.
Is
that who I think it is?
And I don't know if I
that
can
Deeds?
take any more
Much love,
pain.
man.
My heart was ripped and sewn back together so many times that it might be better for me to just be alone. But I miss having you here. It's not home without you, my dear. So I wrote you this poem. These feelings I have, I just want you to know. I'm done with the mystery. All it brings me is misery. I'm the one who I chose to be. I myself with my destiny.
Alright, couple housekeeping notes before I actually get into the review of that song. I dropped in the chat there. Tomorrow, the album is available wherever you guys listen to music: iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. I think Napster's still a thing. If you use like Snapchat, I think you can even add the music in there. I don't know. There's so many places to listen to music, and I'm really curious. Where do you guys listen to music? If you could drop it in the chat, what is your main source of music? Or are you still old school? Do you use CDs? Because that's cool. I plan on getting this album printed eventually, but I went to this whole problem when I had albums. People were like, oh no, I want to just download it. And then so you give it out for download, and they're like, no, I just want it on my streaming service. So it sounds like YouTube, Spotify, and then I know a lot of people use whatever's free at the moment, but I've got YouTube hooked up right now thanks to the homie Duke the Stargazer, and Spotify going. So those are my two main things. So I'm just curious, just as a business analyst reasons. Okay, so back into the actual music.
this song, this intro song, I just started putting it all out there. Let's talk about the cover too. The concept of this whole album, it is a concept album. It is kind of got some, it's definitely heavy feels. It definitely has a sad vibe throughout it. Even the happy songs got some sad vibes because, man, I was dealing with some shit last year. This imagery on the front is exactly how I felt. It just felt like demons came into my life and just ripped like love apart. My last project talked about this a bit, but 2 years ago now, me and my partner at the time, we went through a pregnancy and then lost our daughter just 3 weeks before she was supposed to be born. It was all very unknown. Like it was. I've talked about it before, and but it was a big surprise because we had a super healthy pregnancy. Yeah. Long story short, though, the relationship really fell apart after that, and a year later I ended up being single for the first time in a long time, and it was I could go in and bury the bitch right now, but I've got no good feelings for her anymore, and it's just because, yeah, it's she did me wrong, she did me dirty, as I said. It's like demons came into our life. We had a long history, long past. I thought there was a lot of love there, but affairs are a son of a bitch, and yeah, man, just to throw it all out there, yeah, she was having an affair for many months that I did not know about until after she married this man. So, I was with this person for almost half my life, and then a couple weeks after we separated, she was already married to a stranger. So, I mean, like, it's her life, her choices, but yeah, definitely what we went through. I think definitely messed up both of our headspaces. One thing that's really helped me, though, I gotta say, is therapy and talking about things. And I know therapy is not for everyone. Everyone has different vices and coping things, and I probably wasn't ready for it at one place in my life. But therapy's helped me with a lot of techniques. Also, I've got an amazing therapist, but it's also helped me realize that I need to come out of my shell more and talk, and it's gone hand in hand with doing this TheAzzyShow thing. Right during that breakup, it was also at the time of the pandemic. I was alone and isolated. I had really good friends keeping me up, but then there was a time when, like, in the year where it's like the government's like, no, you can't even have friends over. So it was a bit of a struggle, especially at times. There was as I said, a lot of people keep me up, but it was just with the life. It was everything felt like it was coming together and crashing. But that's why I really appreciate everyone here this morning and everyone who makes it here. Like, whether they pop in every week or they pop in every day, you guys don't get how much it means to me, because I was literally going fucking crazy. I was losing my goddamn mind. I was having, like, disassociations with time and reality, and I started just doing this show as, like, and that's why I call it the morning ritual, just to make sure I was being productive. I wasn't having wrestling in my life. I wasn't having music in my life anymore, and I just felt like I needed to rebuild and just takes control back. So I know I'm kind of talking about the TheAzzyShow, but at the same time, I started the TheAzzyShow when I started this project. I was actually looking through my lyrics. That song that you heard, Mystery, I haven't really touched on it specifically, but it was written in September 2020. So again, a couple months after being single and just working out there in the world. But it was also I've mentioned a lot about this album. There's very little it's looking back at my last relationship. This therapy has also helped me realize I put up with a lot of shit I didn't have to, just because I felt like I had to, because I was in a committed relationship, at least on my end. So yeah, it's actually helped me grow and, like, learn what I actually want, and that is more what this album's about. Actually, it's just there's a lot of, like, pain and strife, and you'll hear, like, anxiety written lyrics, but that's what I was dealing with, of just trying to figure out more what I want and more who's right for me in life. So this that first song was just Mystery, and just more based on the premise of, having feelings for somebody and not knowing how to tell them, because what, like, part of the lyrics are just like, what if she runs away? Like, it's just like, you're in a good place, so maybe you got a friendship and you're like, oh, you got these weird feelings. Not weird, but it's weird for me, man. I haven't been single in a long time, so all of a sudden, I'm free to do what I want, and I've been having experiences, and I feel like I'm young again, and music's the only way I can cope. So this next song is a little darker, a little deeper. It's called Voice in My Head, because it's also dealing with this thought of, is there somebody out there for you? Like, and destiny versus insanity is how I put it. Because I used to feel like that. Like, I had this person and we were meant to be. And then, and maybe there still is a person out there, but so this song is more just contemplating that feeling of just like feeling that special somebody, or is it just a voice in your head, man? Because in the end of the day, we're all just alone. Even when you're with somebody, you're just in your body. It's just your vessel. So I don't know. I'm gonna get into the music, and we'll get into the deep dive and thoughts more after this.
A crowd.
Yeah, I just want to say I'm seeing this in the comments now. A couple people mentioning like also being supportive for therapy and counseling. I had an artist friend of mine reach out to me after I lost my daughter, and I had no idea he went through a similar thing. And he shared like he wasn't like, hey, you need to go to counseling by any means, but he just shared that it worked for him. And I feel that's the best thing we can do is never tell people what they need to do, but let people know it works for them. So thank you guys for sharing about like therapy and counseling and stuff. And it's anything to kind of normalize mental health, I think is really important for people. So thank you guys there in the chat.
Place and the lights went out. I couldn't see her face, but I felt her hand. I know her touch. She told me one thing: don't say too much. Just have a drink and hush. You've been thinking too much. Listen to the music. There's no need to rush. And then we bust into the bedroom and the clothes come off. I was thinking take it slow, but maybe not. This is hot, baby, but my heart is cold. This is not maybe, and it's not a no. This is yes, but there's one thing that you should know. I got voices in my head and they speak to me. So these riddles, she speaks to me in riddles. These games that we're playing, they killing me a little. I'm in love with the voice in my head. It isn't real, but you love me till I'm dead. She wrote a letter to me, this is what it read. Never lose faith in the words that I said. I'm in love with the voice in my head. It isn't real, but you love me till I'm dead. She wrote a letter to me, this is what it read.
So this verse, I'm gonna talk over it now, but I'm gonna do it a cappella after this song because this is one of those verses that got. Hold up, I can't talk over the beat. I'll put it back on. I just really had this thought. I know it's gonna go away. Good morning, Parker. Nice to see you, homie. There was a different verse for this. The first verse started with I was at the bar. It was a crowded place. The third verse, it starts, I took a sip of absence. They're both just talking about being in this really, inebriated state, and just where you start to, not sure what's really reality. And this third verse was, about actually going to be a mushroom trip. And then I couldn't get it to fit properly, and I had this a cappella verse that was completely not for the song. And normally I don't do that, especially these days. I normally write to the beat. It's just, it always fits better. But this is one of those rare occasions I took something that was not even written to a beat. It was like this weird a cappella thing I was going to release, and I just crafted it to the beat. But I still feel this verse hits better a cappella, so I'm gonna give it a go after that we actually listen to the song. But yeah, I just want to talk about this. Oh yeah, and so these beats are all, the first 5 songs on this are all from Gija Productions. So I just want to give a shout out to Gija Productions. GijaProductions.com is where you can find the music. There's a bunch of artists there supported by Gija, so I can't remember exactly who's the producer on each one, but
when they can't speak, thoughts aloud even though no one can hear them. They form reality from the ink of a pen. When we see what's inside and choose to expose it, we become exposed as the chosen. Is it a choice to follow destiny, or are we all lost, drowning in pain?
Dude, it's been a long time since Azzy's drinking absence. It's probably because me and a bunch of high school buddies, it was like in our college days, we had got back together and hung out for the first time in a long time. I think it was one of their birthdays too. So we wanted to do something different, and yeah, got a bottle of absinthe, and we were like lighting that shit on fire and taking shots, and it's like one of the worst blackouts in my life. All I know is all of our significant others at the time were all telling us how we were all yelling at each other about religion and like the world and theories, but we were all agreeing and loving each other. It was a trip.
Of absence, this trip had to happen for my body. I was absent Went to hell thinking I was heaven sent with no one to tell. I spent years by myself, venting the evil in my mind. Was inventing problems. The problem was that shit was so damn tempting. I can be free, I can be me, where I can get down on a knee, ask you to marry me, keep us here in purgatory. It's urgent, baby, the birds are soon upon us. When we follow lies, we become godless. I'm just trying to harness the power that you gave to me, but when I look into the mirror, all I see is a demon. But goddamn, she's beautiful, so I tell myself that God sent me an angel.
Yeah, the very last line of that is, when I look into the mirror, all I see is a demon. I have a hard time talking over the beats. I can't do it. My whole thought process went gone, man. Whenever beats come on, all I can do is rap, man. It's strange. Or I want to just keep writing lyrics. Even if it's my own beats that I've already written to. When beats go on, I just want to make new music. So, yeah, I learned something today. I have to pause music if I want to try to talk over it. Alright, so, oh yeah. I was going to do an acapella. What is that? Okay, so I really love doing verses that are more just thinking about concepts and then questioning things without making statements, because I feel that it makes people think, and I love music that stimulates people's brains, and I like music that stimulates my brain. It isn't just okay, cool, I've heard that before, and I don't know. And when I throw these questions out there, I'm actually just so curious about them. So I'm just gonna do this verse how it was supposed to be done. Hold up. I feel weird now. I haven't done live shows, and I know I'm sitting here just by myself, but you guys are all there. Performing is weird, but anyways. So that second verse goes something like this, if I remember right. What is patience if there's no time left? If we can't remember, can we feel regret? Would we know bliss if it never faded? And when it does fade, why are we left jaded? We're all tired. We all must again sleep. We all have voices even when they can't speak. Thoughts are loud, even though no one can... Thoughts are loud, even though no one can hear them. They form reality with the ink of a pen. When we seek what's inside and choose to expose it, we become exposed as the chosen. Is it a choice to follow destiny, or are we all lost, drowning in vanity? So yeah, that was just something I originally wrote a cappella, and then as I said, I just fit it in there because the actual second verse wasn't going. I was going through my notes one day, I'm like, this works, and sometimes that just happens. This next song, we're gonna pick the vibe up. I call it I Have a Voice in My Head. Crofton! Holy shit, man! This is amazing. Sorry, I just got excited. I haven't seen him in a little while since the ocean. How you doing, my man? Oh man, days just keeps getting better. Okay, and I haven't even gotten in the wrestling ring yet. This is such a good Friday. I feel like life is getting back to normal. This is probably like I've said multiple times, like this album caused me to create music I normally wouldn't make. The last two are definitely beat selections that you would definitely hear for Azzy. I really like the heavy, aggressive kind of sounding songs. This one right here is probably one of the most poppiest I've ever gotten, and I actually like it. A lot of the songs I'm like, oh, a lot of people will feel like, even The Weatherman, everyone loves that song, and I was like, it's so poppy, it's not gonna catch, and now I have to perform it. No, I do like it, but this one is like more on that light sing style vibe, and it's my more personal one to listen to, probably just because of the whole album. It's more in my mental state right now. A lot of the other shit, I'm like past that, I'm over that, but this is my nice summertime relationship vibe song. This one's just simple. It's about just having feelings for somebody, and they're not there at the moment, and you good feelings for somebody. Don't worry, I'm not missing the ex. She is not mentioned in this song at all. This is, as I said, looking forward stuff.
I put myself out there for you. sight. But now all I want is you in my life. I mean, like, hey, you don't gotta be my wife, but I like to take some time just to get to know you and I, and how we can grow. Since the day we met, we have always took it slow. Do I regret that? I still don't know. I put myself out there for you, only is to know the truth about the things we've been through. Now I'm missing you, I'm missing you. Now I'm missing you. I put myself out there for you. Now I'm missing you. I miss jokes, I miss your laugh. You've got a smile that no one has. I don't ever wanna hold you back, but right now where I'm at is a place that never been before. Free to say it's you I adore, without guilt anymore. With my commitment walked out the door. Now I can explore. I've got my whole life in store. I've got a lot, but I want more. I lost so much that I can't afford for this opportunity to pass me by. You and I to the day we die. I don't know if we could work, but I know if we don't try, that would hurt.
Hey, Antibiru, I really appreciate that comment of great Friday morning show. I'm glad you're enjoying this music, because I normally have a bit more of a variety on the Azzy Show. I do play my music, but
Myself out there for you, only us to know the truth about the things we've been through. Now I'm missing you. I put myself out there for you, only us to know the truth about the things we've been through. Now I'm missing you.
alright, we're going from the lightest song to the heaviest song. I don't really have too much to say about that one, other than that track and this next track. I've said it before on the stream. I've been like debating which one I want to push as the single. I don't really believe in singles truly. Like I don't have a record company pushing anything. But if I am gonna put advertisement behind a song to hit like more of the mainstream ear, I'm like, which one am I gonna do? Which one am I gonna do? Because I feel that last one is definitely, it's not offensive. It's just really like, it's almost radio edit quality. Like just in the sense there's no swearing. It's just very much, I could see like moms even loving that one. But then this next one I feel is like the most, I don't know, it's the most real song, and it's again my other personal favorite. So maybe these songs are just my personal favorites, and I should just like get you guys to all just listen to the album and tell me which one's the mainstream hit, because I need to know what to invest in. But hey, as I was saying, normally on the Azzy Show, I do a variety of music. I start local here on ProfitDivision.com, and then I branched out to the local island area, BC Underground, my province here up in Northwest Canada. But then I like branch out. There's been so much networking opportunities here on Twitch. Like when we're here in the morning, it's like nighttime in Germany, and they're partying. There's DJs just they're drinking, they're dancing right now. It's the future over there, man. So it's crazy. The worldwide connection I've been able to establish here on this little stream has been really awesome. Tons of rap. I've got to chat with rappers from like Portugal, all over the States. Like it's been crazy. Places in the Middle East I didn't even know existed. So yeah, most of the time here on the Azzy Show, I'm jumping around, listening to a bunch of other music. But today, it's my day. It's the Azzy Show. It's all about me. It's all about my album. And again, if you guys have any questions or want me to go over something, touch on a lyric, you're like, hey, what'd you mean by that? I will go into it. I could talk forever, but I'm like, we only have so much time in our day, so I'm also trying to get through the music.
I don't know what's coming next.
So this one is, actually I gotta set this part up. This one, as I said, is the heaviest song on the album. Like even when I was listening to the CD when I was working on the master while I was driving, I had it down and stuff, but my niece was driving with me and they were all just like, whoa, this one's got emotions. I'm like, yeah. So as much as I said most of this album is not about my past relationship, has nothing to do with my ex, these two verses are specifically about my past relationship and about my ex. I've tried to keep my side of the story also off like social media and stuff, because it's like I hate Facebook. I don't need people rumor milling stuff, but at the same time, man, I got dragged through the mud, and she said a lot of lies about me to kind of justify the shit that she did, which again I don't need to fully go into it, but last year was fucked up, my mans and ladies out there, but I'm doing way better. I'm in a really good place. As I said, I had a lot of good people there for me, keeping me up when other people are trying to keep me down. But this song, as I said, it's the heavy one. It's venting. It's not going into too many details, but it's definitely setting things straight and telling my side of the story. Because, yeah.
I've got to get these words off my chest. It's checkmate like we're playing chess. One last move I gotta make. The truth will decide my fate. I've got to get these words off my chest. It's checkmate like we're playing chess. One last move I gotta make. The truth will decide my fate. I don't know what's coming next. I never once thought I'd call you my ex. I mean, I wish I called out your bullshit then. Then maybe I would have found out about him before you let me on. It broke my heart. You told me then we needed time apart. You never wanted to lose me as your best friend, but in the end you were lying again. It's like it's all she knows. So round and round we go. She be keeping secrets so deadly. The wonder I became my own enemy. It's like it's all she knows. So round and round.
Yeah, the hook is pretty self-explanatory of this song. It's about being lied to so much where you get manipulated and you start thinking you're the one who's wrong.
I said I'm here forever, but then you went away. We said any bad weather we can change, but like the clouds we eventually faded. The loss of our daughter, yeah, made me jaded, but y'all don't understand this much self-hatred. I should be gone, she should be here. Why every night must I shed these tears? Did I do something wrong in a past life? Tell me now, gotta do I make this right? I'm looking at this knife, wondering if maybe I should finally scratch this itch. That is taking its sadly, that is taking its toll. I'm just trying to rally, but my soul is so cold. It's like it's all she knows. So round and round we go. She be keeping secrets so deadly. The wonder I became my own enemy. It's like it's all she knows.
So as I said, the first two verses were about the ex, and then I kind of re-go into the hook that restarted the song as kind of a way. This part right here is just kind of to let you know that the song's restarting and we're moving on to a different topic, a different lady.
Truth will decide my fate. I reached out to you thinking it was too late, but now I'm thinking, what would it take for you to be mine for the first time? I'm a different guy, but I still rhyme. It's been downhill, but I still climb up these stairs. Everywhere is mine. I was at the peak, ready to die, but you spoke to me and told me to fly. You probably don't even know I possibly should let this go, but a part of me wants to grow with you in my life, so these seeds I sow. It's like it's all she knows. So round and round we go. She be keeping secrets so deadly. No wonder I became my own enemy. It's like it's all she knows. So round and round we go. She be keeping secrets so deadly. No wonder I became my own enemy. She's deadly. No wonder I became my own enemy. She's deadly. No wonder I became my own enemy.
Yeah, I kind of fucked up, but as I said, it's a concept album. This is like one of my first projects without a pot smoking song on it. So we can't even claim smoke breaks today because I'm staying on the album. Sorry, if you guys are new to the stream, we got an option where you give points and you claim a smoke break, and Azzy's got to hit the bong. Oh no! But then we normally listen to one of our favorite stoner songs, but there's no stoner music on this album. I apologize for that. But we'll know what we got on this album. We got the homie Dizzy. This EP was originally supposed to just be 5 tracks. So the first 5 tracks were all produced by Gigi Productions. Originally this project was also going to be called Rushing Into Things, just because I had so much on my mind, and it was, talking about a bit relationships and stuff, and I just wanted to get it out there just to... But then it didn't work out as planned. I needed more time personally in my personal life before I could kind of get back to making music, and I'm glad I took the time. I also learned a lot more about mixing and mastering. There's still a lot more to learn, but this whole project was mixed and mastered by me. So it's obviously not the highest end studio quality you'll hear, but I'm pretty proud of what I did, and each project's just gonna get better and better on that end. So yeah, recorded here in my own studio. The only thing I didn't do was actually produce the beats. And then track 6, which will be up next. It was actually one from a few years ago that I just felt fit the vibe. It got added. And then track 7 is a collaboration I did with my homie Project 12, and I had been making music with him for longer than anybody, man. Since I started making music on MySpace. He was the very first person I ever collaborated with, so this album was important to me. So I've got 2 homies on it, and as I said, it's my man Dizzy and my man Project 12. I could have reached out and got names to kind of, not, their names, but I mean, like, I could have helped, I could have put way more people on this to try to, like, get the word out there more of the album, because I know that's why people do the collaborations, but I wanted to keep this personal because it was personal. So the only guys on this album are my actual, like, homies. These guys I love. So thank you to Project 12 and Dizzy for getting on this album, because it was, and for just keeping me in up mode. I've said this to them before, man. Both these guys were great with me, where they kept me motivated with music, but without, like, hassling me. I mean, 12 did, but that's his own loving way. But I mean, they both were really productive in their own rights, and really Profit Division would not be, like, running like it is right now without those 2 guys. I'm definitely gonna get to the smoke break. We're gonna use this song with Dizzy, Baked, and it's the longest song on the album, and I'm gonna toke all through it. Love you, man. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I will help you find it. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I will help you find it. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I will help you find it. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love. I don't want us to be blinded. Different kind of love, let's find it. You went away, or you hide it. I'm a different kind of guy now, baby. I'm either oh so crazy, killer on the microphone and dreamers won't leave me alone, so I'm just gonna bitch and moan until the fucking cows come on. That's what I'm talking about, like I'm MJ and I'm walking. I am vibing, it's you that I'm talking about, because I think of you often. I am in love with the thought of you, baby, but thinking of me is driving you crazy. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I would help you find it. If it's not me that you're looking for, I don't want us to be blinded. No lie, no sign. When you went out of my life, I knew something wasn't right, but the truth, it bites, it hurts, it writes a story that we cannot fight. I'm sorry that I hesitated, but my situation was complicated. Life's a bitch, and I was taken for too long. The death is waiting round the corner for everyone. So while we're here, we might as well have fun. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love. Okay, I guess I did make a reference to my ex in this one too. Just on the life's a bitch, and I was dating her for too long. To death is waiting. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I would help you find it. If it's not me that you're looking for, I don't want us to be blinded.
Hey baby, long on the talk. You looking for the different love? Let's go for a walk. I'll tell you right now, things done change. Hands on the nuts and Dizzy's still a name. I'm a different man, I'm a different guy. I'm smoking different weed, I'm on a different high, on a different level, on a different vibe.
I guarantee I know Dizzy's verse better than him. I spent so much time mixing this, and he did this months ago.
A lot has changed since you were mine. I'm a different being, I'm a different life. You fucked your left cause you said you weren't right. You ghosted me like I was Ebenezer. You wanted different love, you made me a believer. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I will help you find it. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I will help you find it. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love, and I will help you find it. All you ever wanted was a different kind of love. I don't want us to be blinded. I love Dizzy's ghosted me like I was Ebenezer. Want a different kind of love, made me a believer. I also, so this is probably my favorite verse on the album. Not this song, I like the other songs better, but this verse right here, as I said, normally Azzy is just more deals with dark, twisted, abstract kind of like concepts, and that's what this verse is. This is more traditional Azzy, so
this is more just feeling me and not having to get shit off my chest. This is me just having fun. Bloody Mary, will you marry me? Unholiest of all matrimonies. Undertaker, will you bury me in a grave 6 feet deep? So this verse is going off on the concept of now that and it's really abstract, but it's talking about now that I'm single, I'm dealing with the emotions. I'm like, do I want to stay here? Because, like, really, I thought I was going to be in a committed relationship for the rest of my life, and, like, that is, I think, what I want. But as I said, I'm in this pendulum place where I'm like, do I stay single? Do I pursue the relationship? And, you know, what really matters is just being me right now and being present. But that dilemma is actually what this verse is about. And just being like, shit, like, till death do you part. Do I actually want that shit again?
Bloody Mary, will you marry me? Unholiest of all matrimonies. Undertaker, will you bury me in a grave 6 feet deep? Did God make a mistake? Did my sins carry me away? Is this my price to pay? Or this beautiful pain? Light the light when I look in your eyes. When I see you smile, so surprised. I melt like I'm frost to the sunrise. I felt I would never again feel this right. Till cause, full played, I'm all in. There's a reason we can never be in the same place. Magnetic energy, this is my destiny. Angelic, isn't she? I should just let her be. But this is me. This is my chance to get you back into my life. All I ever wanted was a chance to tell you I love you, but it's only too soon. At the right time, you got a new guy, same old story, so I don't know why. I care right now. I'm up in the air, I'm not coming down. I'm a balloon that will not pop. This hell that I'm in is the helium up. Losing my mind, I'm not coming back. I'll see you again, cause we're on the same path. This will all fade to black, but I miss what we had, and I cannot help that. Every night you pop in my head. I'm living this life, but feeling so dead. If blood is red, then I wrote the book. You must be a thief because my heart you took.
Man, look at the time already. This is flown by. Thank you guys for giving me your time. Whether you guys stopped in for a minute or whether you've been here this whole morning, I really appreciate it. This Twitch thing is great. When I started, 10 months ago, I was just doing it, whether it was by myself, I would just stream for an hour, and now every single day, like, somebody is there. And normally always multiple people. I don't have a dead stream anymore. It's great. It's I feel really blessed and lucky, and I'm glad you guys find some enjoyment out of the daily ritual, because hip-hop is definitely, like, it's not even my life. It's like my lifeblood. It just keeps me going. It's just what I do. I wouldn't really know life anymore without making music. It's not about money to me. It's not about going anywhere. It's just I hear things. I get inspired. I write all the time. I have written more songs than I'll ever release. It's my way of life. So when you guys get to hang out with me in the morning, I feel blessed, man. This next song, I'm actually just going to spit it a cappella, then we'll listen to it through. I can break down all the lyrics because there's a lot of lyrics in it. This one is no hook, it's just straight through. But yeah, I'm in a mood to just spit things today. I haven't rapped in a long time. We got to get back to show days, but it's called Desperate. And as I said, this is the one that's actually a few years old. It just was so crazy topical on this for this album. It's the only old song that made it to this new EP. It was written many years ago. I started performing it, but I never actually recorded it and released it. I just never had a project for it and didn't see it as a single release. Anyways, Desperate. It's just talking about, you know, having feelings for somebody or something that you're just passionate about, and it's like you like it, but it's almost driving you crazy because you're not there yet. And it's just talking about, literally, I just called this song Desperate and really tried to tap into the emotions of being desperate. So that's all it is, straight through. But why am I acting desperate? I despise lies, so I have to spit real shit. I will never quit. Like a clip-on tie, I'ma do this quick. So sick with my ill rhymes, nothing to do but kill time. I was chill, feeling fine till the thought of you entered my mind. No exit, I can't get off this highway. I tried to stop, it's a roundabout taking its turn. I thought by now I would have learned to make these mistakes as I shake the demons out my head. They want me dead, I'm trying to break free. My past is haunting me, my future is taunting me. I'm standing in the middle, I am present where I need to be. I don't want your riddles, no, I don't want to play games. I just want to make this work, but you're talking to the insane. I might be crazy, baby, but I ain't lazy, baby. I ain't these shady guys you used to. You don't have to save me. I ain't a fixer-upper, I ain't your project. But like my homie 12, I can't help but reflect on these feelings. Such a wicked romance, and I can make it real. All I need is one chance. I can handle pain, I can handle pressure, but I can't fight the urge to flirt, and that may be undresser. I didn't look much, but I searched high and low for my inner peace. What piece of me wants to show you that I'm there, and I don't care where we go. I might be new with this, but this ain't my first carnival. I've got evil in my palm, good in the other hand. I am everything, but I just wanna be a man. I just wanna hear it beat. I don't wanna break your heart. You make me happy, but we both know I dwell in the dark. So I will be alone at my home making art, pulling heartstrings like I'm playing with a harp. I was cut by a sharp knife. Surgery was what was happening as they cut out the old me. I was frustrated, never satisfied with the situation. Every voice I heard was lies, but then I realized in that one moment some truth is better left unspoken. So the only thing I'm going to say about this song before I get into just playing it is there's a reference, because I said project, like my homie 12, I can't help but reflect. That was just a shout out and wordplay. And once upon a time, he had this song series called Wicked Romance, so it was a bit of a throwback and shout out to that. He did a 3-part series. So at the end of this song, it wasn't originally planned, but since I had Wicked Romance in my mind, the hook for that song was like, so fine, divine, why can't your love be mine? I'm so blind this time. These strings just intertwine. So, forgive me, 12, if I mixed up words or so. You know I'm horrible at that shit. But that's the way I layered in the hook. So I actually I stole his fucking hook and put it into the song. But as a tribute to the homie, because he features on track 7. So I'm just going to probably play these next two back to back. I'm going to have some more tokes because I see Japark has got this place. Wants to get it clouded. So we're going to get faded for fade out. Let's go. Thank you guys. This has been a really fun morning to me. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. As I said, I kind of had weird feels about this, but I'm really glad I did it. Much love.
Why am I acting desperate? Have a spotlight, so I have to spit real shit. I will never quit like a clip on time. I do this quick, so sick, my ill rhymes. Nothing to do but kill time. I was chill, feel a vibe to the thought of you into my mind. No exit, I can't get off this highway. I tried to stop this roundabout, taking a turn. I thought by now I would have learned to make these mistakes as I shake the demons out my head. They want me dead, I'm trying to break free. My past is haunting me, my future is taunting me. I'm standing in the middle, I am present where I need to be. I don't want your riddles, no, I don't want to play games. I just wanna make this work, but you're talking to the insane. I might be crazy, baby, but I ain't lazy, baby. I ain't these shady guys you used to. You don't have to save me. I ain't a fixer-upper, I ain't your project. But like my homie 12, I can't help but reflect on these feelings. Such a wicked romance, and I can make it real. All I need is one chance. I can handle pain, I can handle pressure, but I can't fight the urge to flirt, and that may be undresser. I didn't look much, but I searched high and low for my inner peace. One piece of me wants to show you that I'm there, and I don't care where we go. I might be new with this, but this ain't my first carnival. I got evil in my pocket, in the other hand. I am everything, but I just wanna be a man. I just wanna hear it beat. I don't wanna break your heart. You make me happy, but we both know I dwell in the dark. So I will be alone at my home making art, pulling heartstrings like I'm playing with a harp. I was cut by a sharp knife. Surgery is what was happening as I cut out the old me. I was frustrated, never satisfied with the situation. Every voice I heard was lies, and then I realized in that one moment some truth is better left unspoken. Why can't your love be mine? I'm so
Alright, so the only thing I gotta say about this outro is, oh no, I got two things. More tokes, but first let me say these things before I completely forget them. And again, Baked Escape, Japarka, thank you for the smoke break. The hook on this song, I love it. Like, it's not my normal style. I don't know what happened. It's as simple as it sounds. I woke up, I was driving to work, and it was cloudy as fuck. Like, it was just gray. Living on the island is beautiful. When the sun hits, it's just like, I see the ocean, we see the forest, the mountains. We get so much color coming through. But we literally not just had a cloudy day, we had a foggy day where it's like, I drive in Campbell River, there's like an island, I see Quadra Island. I couldn't even see that. Like, everything was grayed the fuck out. And I'm like, whoa, I woke up today, I saw the world was gray. Everything must fade. And I'm like, whoa, that's an outro. And it came together, and it wasn't actually supposed to be for this album. It was just a song, 12, and as I said, 12 was keeping me busy, being like, hey man, we gotta make more music together. He got a new microphone, and I'm like, cool, he was the one starting the project, so he was like, you start a song. I'm like, okay, so this is what happened, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna use this for my album. So he had an original verse for this is the second point. There's a different verse that we originally did for kind of like the free version, and once I told him I'm gonna redo this song for my album, he's like, okay, but I'm gonna do a new verse. And he didn't just relace it up, like he wrote a whole new verse. And I liked his first one, but the second one is definitely, I love it even more. It's really topical, on point. He was vibing me well. It's just a bit of a gloomy song, but it's still got some beauty in it. I hope you feel that.
When I awoke today, I saw the world was gray. All color went away. Everything must fade. When I awoke today, I saw the world was gray. All color went away. Everything must fade. Woke up, couldn't see the sun. No light, even the stars were gone. I thought I saw the moon right before dawn. Right before I saw you, but I could be wrong. I took a right turn, it was the only one left. I finished where I started, now it's time to reset. I've never been a guy to live with regret, but when the sky is gone, where do we go next? With no lie, how do I reflect? I might as well embrace this death. I want answers, I don't want to guess. I want to relax, no more stress. But perhaps me at my best, it's just a curse that I have been blessed with. Dealing with depression, I want to let go, but I'm still holding on and I'll walk this road. Always been the one to go against the flow. Resistance is how I grow. Persistence is how I know I will get what I want in life and even more. I will make this quick like a trip to the store. I've got them lined up but they don't know what for. They just follow what came before. I'm the man who opens up doors. When I awoke today, I saw the world was gray. All color went away. Everything must fade. When I awoke today, I saw the world was gray. All color went away. Everything must fade.
The world is shit, fuck it, falling. Probably won't, but the gray keeps calling. I jerk awake, but the gloom is constant. I woke today and I felt I'd lost it. Everything all shade, weird shit like gray. Feeling real sad, like a real big off day. Better than red's what I tell myself. Cause if I'm seeing that, then it's that I need help. I don't wanna lose control, but I'm prone to disaster. A problematic situation, if that's what you're after. Speaking of the monster, get some power, makes them real. So don't talk about the boogeyman unless you wanna feel all the rain in my mind as it breaks down the cliff. That erosion be the trick to shape a mountain to a brick. Gray as David to Goliath, and it's fucking up my mind. Cause the rain keeps coming and we're running out of time.
When I awoke today, I saw the world was gray. All color went away. Everything must fade. When I awoke today, I saw the world was gray. All color went away.
Yo!
Everything must
Mr.
fade.
Wrestling MCW guy, glad you could jump into the stream today. Man, so that's the album. Thank you guys. This has been fun. I'm pretty sure none of this is gonna get like silenced out. So I'm gonna probably upload this to my YouTube as long as I felt like we had a really good show today, and thank you guys for being a part of it. This is definitely probably one of my highest, most average viewed shows for being live, and it's going to be available for video on demand. So if you did just pop in for a minute, or you're just here now, and missed the beginning, it'll be available on my on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/TheAzzyShow, just in case you're watching this on YouTube later in the future. Man, what a crazy adventure. I just feel like I'm definitely releasing this album also lets me move on to a crazy new chapter in my life, because as I said, it went hand in hand with also doing the Azzy Show. When I started working on that album, I also started the Azzy Show. So now I'm like, I just got this whole new creative energy. One, for more music, but one, to keep growing this stream. Even I've said it many times, I want to clarify, I started doing this once show shut down to kind of give me something to do. But even once I get back to hosting live shows and performing on live shows, Azzy Show will still be here every morning. I love doing this. It's been so good for my mental health. It's been so good for my business. Like literally just networking the artists I've been able to connect with, the DJs that I'm now probably able to, hey, here's my new album. So it's great. And thank you guys all for taking some time in your morning or afternoon, wherever it's at. We're going to bounce into my homie Dizzy from Profit Division. As I said, this last year was really rough on me. He was good, not only just for me, but for the whole team. Like, Profit Division is it's our brand. It means a lot to me. It's like my baby, and I wasn't able to be there to take care of it properly, but my man, without even asking, just picked up the slack. He represents the team all day, every day, so we're watching a little Dizzy. This is Profit Division. This is what I represent. You want to find my music anytime, it's on profitdivision.com. Again, thank you guys. That's the best way to find it. But if you have Spotify, iTunes, or Apple Music, whatever it's called now, Amazon, wherever you get your stuff, YouTube even, tomorrow is the release of that album. So Torn Apart is available on ProfitDivision.com right now, but everywhere else it is available worldwide tomorrow. So yeah, this is a bit of a release party celebration. It's something I haven't done before. Didn't really know exactly what I was doing. I just knew I was going to talk a lot about me, a lot about my thoughts about the album, chat with you guys. Man, I had a good morning. I think everything I wanted to do was accomplished. Thank you guys. This is my homie Dizzy. Hope to see you guys back next week. I'll be back Monday for the morning ritual, underground hip hop here on Twitch. It's Azzy.
We're here just to party, here to the late night.
I hope everyone has a really safe but really awesome, fun weekend. Go party, go have a late night. Even if it's just home playing video games, man. Have some fun. 365, you're spoiling me. I love you. I always normally give shout-outs to everyone, and I'm going to try, but there were so many people in the stream today. I've lost count. 365, as I said, I love you. Lefty, thank you. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. The same goes to Joey Allen. I was not expecting that. Some wrestling legends as far as I'm concerned. Well, over here, we hear a lot about you. So Dylan, a lot of people from the wrestling world jumping in today. Queen of Horror, whoop whoop, thank you for the support. Baked Escape, my man. We definitely got to talk about doing some work. If you can make it up here for the show, we got to get some photos, some filming. I would love to do whatever we do. PPW, if that's Pacific Pro Wrestling, damn, thank you again. Some more wrestlers bless me with their presence. Japarka, my man, like seriously, Japarka, thank you so much for your support. Holy shit, I'm just scrolling through this. Max Benson, my man. Max is on the road, heading to a wrestling ring to train, and he had this time to stop in. I didn't even see that. Anti-Buru, Green Stains. See, this part normally takes me 5 seconds. This is a great stream. You guys made me feel awesome. Crofton, my man. Chow Nato jumped in. Oh man, if I forgot to give you a shout out, I apologize, but I love you. You guys make me feel good. I'm gonna go have an awesome weekend. I'm buzzing. I'm fired up. The album's out tomorrow. Woo! Thank you guys so much.
More sexy, more hair gets nasty.
dance with the beat and move it to the beat. While you're all here, just let me rap the beat. I'm already in a bang and I will never stop this. Even if the cops came just for all this nonsense. Baby, keep it moving, yeah, shorty's got this. This is on stage, let me just rock this. We're here just to party, here to the late night. We're here just to party and have us a great time. We're here just to party,
My
here
man.
to the late night. We're here just to party and have us a great time. It's Profit Division, we in your town. It's Profit Division, we here to get down. It's Profit Division, we in your town. It's Profit Division, we here to get down.
Guys, DJ Freem is amazing. Give him some love. Give him a follow. This guy supports my stream. We're gonna keep the party going, keep the music going. Woo, DJ Freem. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Check out Torn Apart. Let your friends know. Thank you for supporting As Real. ProfitDivision.com.